Ricanati. I'm author of Braided, A Journey of 1,000 Challahs. And today we're going to make challah in the merit of this fantastic play, 8 Nights, written by Jennifer Meisel, now playing at the Antaeus Theater. So let's get started. We're going to take the yeast and we're going to add it with a little sugar because you have to feed the yeast, and some warm water. So 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar. A cup of warm water, and we're going to mix that and put it aside and let it do its magic. We'll come back to that once we've made the dough. 2 eggs go in first. We'll mix that up. 2 teaspoons of salt. There we go. Okay. 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of oil. Coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil. I stick with canola oil. So the recipe calls for 4 cups of flour. I add 2 now. We'll mix all that. When the yeast is ready, I'll add about 1.5 cups. I'll see how the dough feels, and then I'll add some more. Okay, so we'll start with about 2 cups and see where we go. Okay, so we'll mix that up. Okay, well that's coming together. And it looks like our yeast is coming together too. Look at that, it's bubbling and frothing. Here we go. Oh, that looks good. Okay, some more flour. This is where things get interesting because every week it's different. One of the greatest things about making challah is that it helps to both build community and sustain community. We're connected, and I think that's wonderful. This is the magic part. This is my favorite part. This is where I knead for my needs. Yeah, kind of pull it like that. And if it doesn't all break, then it's kneaded. So I'm going to take the same bowl, just because it's easy, put a drop of oil in it, put the dough in it, and we're done. So pull off a bit of challah, the dough, the raw dough, and wrap it up. We're going to get rid of it. This is the mitzvah of making challah. I'm going to say a blessing. This is to symbolize that when there was a second temple in Jerusalem, the priests would make offerings at the temple. We don't have a synagogue now there. The second temple has been destroyed. So this just symbolizes that. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al lahafrish challah. And we're going to braid the dough. So I just make long coils like this, and then I'm going to braid them. And then I'll put a little egg wash on it, and we'll bake. When you're braiding, be sure to tuck the ends in at each end so they don't go flying when they're in the oven. They can go like that. So you don't want that. Okay. I'll put these on the baking sheet, and we'll paint them, as my daughter says, and go ahead and bake. I do not do a second rise because when I learned how, the woman who taught me did not do a second rise, so I don't either. I like this part because it gives it a nice golden hue. Okay, we can put that in the oven. And in about 25 minutes, it will be ready. But you'll know from the smell. Ooh, smell that. Oh, wow. Oh, those look good. So I always make 2. We say a blessing at dinner, and then we rip it right in half. And maybe you can even smell that. Nothing beats fresh bread.